Hi guys, Jaywalkur here, and I'm in a yet to be released crossover from Maxus. This is the Maxus D60. It's a 7-seater crossover from Maxus. This will be launched sometime in February. This is the first time that we're seeing it, and so far we're quite impressed. Or I'm quite impressed. So yeah, this won't be a full review. We'll check out the interior. We'll check out the exterior. We'll go over the spec sheet, and then next month hopefully we'll get to test drive it, and we'll give you our honest impressions. So is it worth your money? Let's find out.
The D60 is a 7-seater, so it competes directly with the Geely Okavango and the Chery Tiggo 8. It is slightly longer than the Tiggo 8, but it's slightly shorter and narrower than the Okavango. It will be priced slightly lower than the Okavango and the Tiggo 8. The D60 will come in 2 trim levels. This one right here is the top of the line Elite. It gets 18-inch wheels. The lower end trim only gets 17s, and the Elite also gets a more aggressive grille design. Speaking of the grille, this has to be the most aggressive looking grille design in this segment. It looks like a shark's mouth with rows of teeth.
You have these LED daytime running lights here, and the actual headlights are down here. These right here are the turn indicators. You have an aluminum splitter. You have an abundance of aluminum accents here. This is aluminum. This is aluminum. The roof rack is aluminum, and it connects with a window trim. So you have, it looks like you have a continuous C shape going around your window line. So yeah, this is also. It looks like brushed aluminum. It's not chrome, it's not shiny. And you have these exhaust tips, which are actually real exhaust tips. You have one here and another one on this side. You have some character lines here. This looks pretty similar to the character lines that you get on the D50. There's no mistaking that it's a crossover though. It doesn't look like an MPV. It has 18-inch wheels, 4-wheel disc brakes, and as you can see, the calipers are painted red. Oh, that's nice. My favorite part of the D60 would have to be this taillight. This taillight right here. You have this horizontal taillight that spans across the entire length of the back of the D60. This is LED, and yeah, it's an interesting pattern on it. It took me a while to figure out how to open the tailgate. The D60 has a manual tailgate, but you don't have a button here. You don't have a button here. You don't have a button here. The button is actually on the wiper itself, on the base of the wiper. You press this button to open the tailgate. So this is the amount of storage space that you have with the third row seats up. And that never gets old, man. Ooh, even these lights are sequential.
Okay, so overall I think it's a very striking looking crossover. It is more aggressive looking than the competition. I think Maxus did enough here to make it stand out. I love the taillights and the aggressive looking front end. Anyway, let's step inside and check out the interior.
Okay, so this is the interior of the Maxus D60. At least from a design and material standpoint, it's not lagging too far behind the competition. You have soft touch materials everywhere. It's a soft touch. This is leather wrapped, and you also have red stitching on it. This is soft padded. This is leather wrapped. You get leather seats. You get a leather armrest. You got a leather wrapped steering wheel. I think the most striking feature here is the vertical. Well, it's not vertical, but it looks like it's vertical. This vertical infotainment screen. It looks like you have a large vertical screen here when it's off, but when you turn it on, you can see that only half of it is the actual screen. The lower half is occupied by capacitive buttons. You have your air controls here. This is for adjusting the fan speed, the temperature. This is an 8-inch screen. The D50 has an analog speedometer and an analog tachometer, and it has a pretty sizable multifunction display at the center. So over here you have an electronic parking brake with auto hold. You have 2 cup holders. You have some storage here for your phone. Apple storage underneath the armrest. The armrest is leather wrapped, by the way, and padded. I like these black chrome accents. They give the interior a more premium look, but they're not too flashy. You have some piano black accents here. Lots of piano black accents here. Storage. You have a dampened glove box. So there's no storage underneath the center console. Lights. You don't get a panoramic sunroof here. You have cruise control, and you also have buttons here for your infotainment screen. Yeah, so that's it. Let's check out the second row seats now. Okay, so I'm at the second row seat now. You have 2 air vents. You have 1 12-volt outlet and 1 USB port. So the seat is pushed pretty far back. I still have a bit of leg room. Headroom is about this much. That's about 3 inches. Like at the front, you have leather seats here and a center armrest. Let's leave this on. You have a center armrest with 2 cup holders. So the seat can be reclined, like so. Okay, so let's check out the third row. Okay, that looks pretty tight already. It is possible to move the seat forward though. Is it? Yeah, it is. So, let's try getting in. Oh, God. Okay. Okay, yeah, so headroom is not bad actually. So I have about a finger's worth of headroom. Legroom could be a problem, but if you have a cooperative second row passenger in front of you, then you can just move the seat forward. Yeah, you don't get any air vents here, it seems. I like the fact that the seats are a bit reclined, they're not completely vertical. Yeah, I can actually sit back like this without my head hitting the roof. And it's pretty comfortable. It's not a terrible place to be in if you're under 5'4". I'm 5'8", by the way. Okay, so this is the engine of the D60. You can't really see much here. Almost everything is covered in plastic. So it's a 1.5 liter turbocharged engine. It produces 169 horsepower and 250 Newton meters of torque. It's a 4-cylinder, and it's coupled to a 7-speed dual clutch. 169 horsepower is more than the output of the Tiggo 8, but it's slightly less than the output of the Okavango. I like the fact that it has hood struts, so you don't need to prop the hood up. The D60 is a 7-seater, so it will be competing against the Tiggo 8 and the Geely Okavango. At least visually, it doesn't lag behind its peers. I think the interior looks pretty good, but that should be expected from any Chinese crossover in this class. I think the exterior is among the nicest looking in this segment. Anyway, watch out for my full review. Hopefully that'll be next month. Anyway, thanks to Maxus Gazette Avenue for letting me shoot the Maxus D60. If you're interested in test driving any Maxus vehicle, they offer home test drives, so you don't have to go to the dealership to schedule a test drive. They'll bring the vehicle to your place. Just give them a call if you want to schedule a test drive. Anyway, I would appreciate it very much if you would click on the like and subscribe button below. And watch out for my full review of this vehicle.